This is Ranjini Nambiar with another show, and welcome to The Door. And today we have with us a very dynamic lady, Ms Reema Kalpana Sanghavi. She is the founder and MD of Maximus Mice and Media Solutions, a decade-old global award-winning brand with a network of over 500 corporate clients spread across every continent and a repertoire of over 1,000 events. She is also the director with the international speaker management agency, Speaking Minds. As one of the key steps towards women empowerment, Ms. Sanghavi also co-founded PINKATHON, which is Asia's largest run for women, featuring over 1 lakh women runners every year, conferred with many awards, several awards, including Global Mice, 50 Most Influential Women Leaders, Mice Future Leader of the Year, Femina Women Leadership Award, and many more. I think the list is quite vast. Hi, Reema, welcome to the show. And I'm so glad you took time off today for us. And welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. And Eid Mubarak, everybody. We're really excited that we are doing this on an auspicious day. And I'm glad, and I hope we have a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And I'm just going to ask you, I think as every introduction, I always would love to know, how has been your past journey? And give us a little glimpse into how has it been and where did it all start? We would be really interested to know about that.
So yes, the journey started in Oman, and I was born on the National Day of Oman, and the third girl child of the house, a house that wanted a boy who should become Gavaskar when he grew up, because my dad was a cricket fanatic. And let me tell you that he did not even come to see me at the hospital when I was born. So I was born on the National Day of Oman. Entire Oman was rejoicing, but my father. Okay, but so my mission in life was just to make him really, really happy and be his best baby. And that's exactly what I did. And, I actually excelled in everything that he wanted me to. And I moved on, but he passed away. I passed away at a very young age. He passed away at 46 on my lap. And, he got a heart attack, a massive heart attack, and he moved on.
I'm so sorry on that. Yeah.
That's, it's a part of life, I guess. And I moved on to Calcutta for my further studies. So what happened in 2000 is I actually came from Calcutta to Mumbai. I was staying with my Masi in Calcutta. I had moved from Oman to Calcutta to Mumbai. I came here and I, joined a call center. I stayed there for 2.5 years, organized a lot of events, and then joined Platinum Events. And Platinum used to do really high-end mice events at that point of time. And that's when I got introduced to mice. And post that, I think travel became my life. And I knew that this is what I wanted to do, travel with events. Okay. So I think I was there with, so Platinum was really the school, where I learned how to do my events and how to do mice. Post that, I met Milind Soman. And Milind Soman actually said that he wanted to start a company and he wanted to start it with me. And it was, who would say no to him at that point of time? I was
Absolutely.
all of 27.
Okay.
And I met him and I said, oh my God, okay, and
He's God.
Yes, it was a yes in no time. And I started a company called Maximus. And 2008 it was when I started it. And yeah, today we are 11 years and going strong. This is where we are with lots and lots of events. Bespoke mice is what we really specialize in.
Oh, okay. That's what I was about to. The next question was, what are the kinds of events which you do? More on corporate events or more on to, do you also do weddings as well? The high-end
So the way the company is structured is, Rashmi, we started with actually doing just MICE events because that was my specialty. From MICE, I realized that, weddings was, the creativity came to me naturally. So then I went in depth and then I started doing weddings. After weddings, I moved on to doing, so we did a lot of beautiful weddings. We did about 10 weddings a year, but just stunning weddings. And post that, we ventured into exhibitions and we ventured into IPs. And then, in 2012 is when I created my first IP, which is PINKATHON. And today, after 8 years, it's Asia's largest run for women. And of course, it's no more an IP, it's a revolution. So today, event companies even create revolutions. And then I went on to creating another company called Speaking Minds because I thought that was natural progression to my business. And Speaking Minds is all about B2B. It's a B2B business for speakers across the world. So if you check out our profile, you'll see about 200 beautiful speakers listed on our website. And it's another step ahead in our business. Post that, I also opened a foundation, which is United Sisters Foundation, it's our philanthropy arm for PINKATHON. So all the donations that we receive, we work a lot towards women, all women matters, especially menstrual hygiene. So that's another aspect of my business.
What do you have to say about the concept of women having it all? I mean, is it right to have impose a standard only on working women? I mean, that's another question which I thought I would ask. Do you think so? Do you agree with the concept?
I think it's quite absurd and it's really delusional. I think it is about, this unrealistic expectation of raising a family along with, climbing the corporate ladder. I honestly feel if you think that women have it all, then please tell us where is the wage parity, where is the gender equality, and no statistics across the world seem to be showing that. So where is having it all?
All, absolutely.
Yeah.
And coming to the current situation, I know that tourism and travel and tourism industry is badly hit. So is the MICE industry going to be. What would you, think the future of that would be? I mean, how has it affected your business? And of course, personally as well. How are you coping up with it?
Okay, so professionally, I think, with every adversity comes an opportunity. You've got to see opportunity in this adversity as well. So if you go to see the travel trade, you will realize that short hauls at this point of time will be the future for some time. So anything that is a short haul is where you need to focus your attention. Come up with innovative stuff. Come up with innovative solutions. Today, did we ever imagine that I could work with my team on Zoom? No. I have just done a PINKATHON summit from across the world over a Zoom, which I went to another city last year and had to travel with a lot of people there. So we did it over Zoom. So anything is possible and anything is doable as long as you put your mind to it. Yes, the future of travel, because it is one of the most affected industries at this point of time. But you know what? We're all going to bounce back. And especially Indians, we're resilient, right? And we're positive. So I think Indians can manage anything, anywhere across the world.
And I always think that we are such multitaskers. And I think we'll find opportunity in every adversity, as you rightly said. We will find opportunity.
So we know what jugaad is. So jugaad is, in our blood. So I'm sure we're going to get out of this.
Will travel be the same for you? I mean, do you feel that after we fight the pandemic?
So I always say that, travel will continue, but the way we travel will be different. So,
that will be different.
Yeah, so we'll be different. I think, don't you think that we required a lot of discipline, a lot of change of attitude, a lot of, we needed something like this probably. I don't know, something like this, but we needed something to scare us. And I think now we will understand what discipline is, right? So I think in our way of travel, especially India, in our way of travel, we will bring about discipline, we'll bring about change in the way we operate, the way we address things, the way we look at things, the perspective to life. We're going to appreciate things more. I think this is going to be a change in the way we travel, for sure.
Absolutely. I truly agree on that.
Stand at the lines which we never wanted to ever, right? So we are going to.
That's something which is thing which I've always felt. Even at airports, people do not know the distancing. Sometimes you find people pushing. I'm constantly telling someone that do not push, just wait, be patient. That irritates me. So this way, I guess I'm happy this way, that at least there'll be a meter distance and we will stand in a circle and we'll move forward. What are your views on the way forward for the events industry? Because you need a lot of restructuring now, right? I'm sure you must be working on restructuring the events industry, and I'm with the guidelines for the next 1 year. So have you structured yourself in terms of sustainability and growth?
So, one of the biggest things that we're doing is we're making our digital team really, really strong. We're, as directors of the company, we're getting more technology savvy. So we're getting into more of how to conduct the webinars, what is the best tool, which is the best way, because this is going to be the new normal, like you said. So I think technology, IT, social media, digital presence, all of this is going to be the new normal. Other than that, what is going to be really important is remember that this pandemic has taught us that there are certain industries that are going to survive. And we are the creative industry. So we must figure out how to create out of this. So, there are a lot of agencies who have created booths, which are, the sanitization booths. Some have come up with sanitization, in the FM space. They've gone right into the FM space, figured out how to get even disinfectants and stuff like that, which is great. I mean, you at least have a way forward. So this is what I say, don't restrict yourself to just events, because events is a creative field. So think creatively and diversify. Because don't lay all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly. That's something which I was telling the travel industry group of ladies which we mentor for the young, the upcoming youngsters in the industry. I was just telling them that you should have one separate skill set or something different from the travel industry. Learn something different so that you have something backup when travel and tourism industry is first to be hit in terms of a natural calamity, in terms of anything. That could be, you have travel bans, you have travel restrictions, advisories, everything is restricted. The first, if there is a global recession, the corporates first do is cut on travel.
Cut on marketing spends, yes. Cut on the marketing spends. Absolutely. And
so we need to have something different. I know about a lady who I'm very impressed with her, and I always talk about her. The minute the pandemic hit, she went to the neighborhood, hired a small little space, and started a fruit and a vegetable shop, which I thought was a very fantastic idea. And she said, and she was one of the young staff, and she said, I needed to support my family, and how do you think I'm going to survive for the next?
Which is exactly, it is the survival of the most creative, I'm telling you now. It's no more the fittest, but it is survival of the most creative. How you diversify your business. Some of the opportunities that I see is, when an event is going to take place, the pre-sanitization of that event. Also big space. So start thinking on those lines, guys, because there's a lot of different ways. When you think differently, you will succeed. Otherwise, you will be in the rat race.
And would you have some sort of an advice to the upcoming aspiring youngsters who would want to come into the travel and tourism industry and the media industry? I would say the media and the MICE industry. MICE industry, I think there are very few people still in the foray. So could you give me some sort of a...
Absolutely. I think everybody, and I wouldn't even restrict this to any sort of a business, but I have a general advice. I said, if you want to enter a business, first lay down your purpose, because a lot of people think that event companies and travel companies is a mom and pop shop and you can open it overnight and start ticketing or start doing. No, that's not the case. Start it with a purpose, be different. Other than being different, it's not always finding money at the finish line, right? You must create value, because the day you create value is when you will anyways find the money at the finish line. So that is really important. So please start your business with a purpose in mind, and that applies for every industry. So whichever skill set you have, start with a purpose, create value, and you will find the money at the finish line. And think differently. After COVID, this is like the thumb rule. Think different.
Absolutely. Would you sum it up that as your parting comments? I mean, do you have any other parting comments for us?
Stay safe, stay positive, and keep dreaming. Okay, and I live by this one line in my life, and that has really been the governing factor throughout my life, and that is live to inspire. Whatever you do, just live to inspire.
Thank you so much, Reema. I mean, in fact, it was such a pleasure, and it was such an easy conversation, I think, with you. I'm so glad that I finally met, I know only one face, Milind Soman for PINKATHON, but I met the co-founder. I'm so glad that I got to meet you on the virtual world. And next time when we come to Bangalore, we'll definitely have a meeting in person, and we would definitely love to have more conversations with you.
Before we end this, I want to tell you that my new run I've just introduced, and the first edition is going to be in Bangalore. It's called Superwomen 10K.
Thank you for watching us. And this is Ranjini signing off today. And I'm sure you would love this. So do like, share, and subscribe as always, and show us lots of love. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.